Why does a moment of heartfelt worship feel so good? Why can a simple act of gratitude lift your mood for the entire day? Why does an answer to prayer produce a feeling of profound joy and peace? For centuries, we have understood these experiences in purely spiritual terms. But now, science is revealing a fascinating biological layer to our faith. The answer to why faith feels good can be found in part in a powerful brain chemical called dopamine. And God's message for you today is one of awe and wonder at His intricate design. He has built your brain in such a way that it is chemically and neurologically rewarded for acts of belief, prayer, and worship. That feeling of joy, peace, and motivation you experience in your spiritual life isn't just an emotion. It's a divinely orchestrated chemical event. The stakes are a deeper appreciation for how God has made you. Understanding this connection between faith and your brain's reward system can empower you to cultivate a more consistent and joyful spiritual life. We are going to explore the cutting-edge neuroscience of how acts of faith trigger the release of dopamine, the brain's reward and motivation chemical. You will discover how your spiritual life is perfectly designed to create positive, upward spirals of well-being, focus, and motivation in your brain. This isn't about reducing God to a chemical reaction. It's about celebrating the God who uses chemistry to draw you closer to Himself. Imagine your brain as a complex electrical and chemical circuit board. God, the master engineer, designed that board with a specific reward system. Today, you get to look at the schematic. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a huge role in how we feel pleasure. But its most important function is not just pleasure, it's motivation. Dopamine is what makes you seek, want, and desire. It's the chemical that says, "That was good, do that again." It drives you to repeat behaviors that your brain perceives as beneficial for your survival and well-being. This reward system is crucial. It's what motivates you to eat when you're hungry or drink when you're thirsty. But the incredible discovery is that this same system is powerfully activated by our spiritual beliefs and practices. Let's look at a few examples. The first is gratitude. The simple act of consciously giving thanks has been a central practice of our faith for millennia. The Bible repeatedly commands us to give thanks in all circumstances. Now neuroscience is showing us why this ancient command is so powerful. When you practice gratitude, you activate brain regions associated with the dopamine system. Thinking about what you are thankful for literally floods your brain with this feel-good, motivating chemical. It's a natural antidepressant. God gave us a command that, when obeyed, has a direct, positive, and measurable effect on our brain chemistry. He hardwired us to be rewarded for having a thankful heart. Feel the simple warmth that comes from a moment of genuine gratitude. That feeling is the sensation of your own brain's reward system being activated, a little burst of dopamine reinforcing a healthy and holy mindset. God designed you to feel good when you are thankful. Another powerful dopamine trigger is the experience of answered prayer or a sense of divine connection. Have you ever prayed for something and then seen the answer manifest? That feeling of exhilarating joy and confirmation is a massive dopamine release. Your brain says, "Wow, I communicated with the creator of the universe and he responded." That is a highly rewarding behavior. Let's do that again. This creates a powerful positive feedback loop. The more you pray and see God move, the more your brain is rewarded, and the more motivated you are to pray. This is the neurochemical engine of a growing prayer life. But it's not just about getting what you want. Even the act of prayer itself, the feeling of connection and communion with God, can be a rewarding experience that releases dopamine. The sense of being loved, heard, and understood by a divine being is one of the most powerful and positive experiences a human can have, and your brain responds accordingly. The third example is worship and music. Music is one of the most reliable dopamine triggers on the planet. When you listen to a piece of music that you love, your brain's reward system lights up in anticipation and fulfillment. Now, combine that with the spiritual act of worship. When you are singing songs of praise to God, you are engaging in a multi-layered dopamine-rich activity. You have the music itself, the positive emotional content of the lyrics, the sense of connection with God, and often, the powerful experience of singing in community with others. This creates a potent neurochemical cocktail of joy, motivation, and bonding. This is why a powerful worship service can leave you feeling uplifted and energized for days. Your entire reward system has been activated and reinforced in a positive, God-centered way. The amazing truth is that God, our Creator, knows exactly how our brains work because He designed them. He has given us spiritual practices that are perfectly aligned with our neurochemistry. He didn't have to do it this way. He could have made obedience a dull, unrewarding slog. But in His grace, He designed us in such a way that the very acts that draw us closer to Him also flood our brains with the chemicals of joy and motivation. He made righteousness rewarding, not just in the next life, but right now, on a chemical level. This knowledge is empowering. When you are feeling down or unmotivated, you can know that you have a set of divinely prescribed, scientifically backed tools at your disposal. You can choose to practice gratitude. You can choose to spend time in prayer. You can choose to put on worship music. You are not just trying to change your mood. You are actively choosing to change your brain chemistry. You are partnering with God's design for your own well-being. This is not a formula for manipulating your brain to get a spiritual high. It is a beautiful revelation of the holistic way God has made us. Our spiritual lives and our biological lives are not separate. They are intricately and wonderfully intertwined. Your brain is not an enemy of your spirit. It is a God-given instrument that is designed to resonate with the joy of His presence. Faith feels good because God, in His goodness, designed it to. If you are amazed by the way science is revealing the genius of God's creation, consider following for more content that uncovers these incredible connections.